We're doing an auction, a live auction, ladies and gentlemen. And even if you're not bidding on anything, it's so worth it to watch the amazing pipes of Joe Bodnar. Give it up for Joe.
Hey, welcome to Bodnars, Bids and Banter. I'm your host, Joe Bodnar. I have very special guests with me today. It's a generational Bodnar family thing. We got the one and only Joe Bodnar.
Hi.
Joe Bodnar. Matthew Bodnar.
As Elvis.
As Elvis Presley. Look at you today. Congratulations, Elvis, returning from the dead today. We appreciate you being here.
I like the movie that came out a couple of years ago.
Yes, the movie you did a couple years ago was fantastic, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. You're supposed to say thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I will. In the middle.
In the middle, but that's okay. So today was a very special day. It was the last day of the 8th grade. Middle school. And how do you feel about that?
A little sad, nervous for high school.
Okay. You know, this gentleman is my biggest fan. All my likes and everything that is on the YouTube and everything else. All 24 people that have liked it, it's all him.
Different accounts every time.
Yeah.
Yes, this is why Elvis Presley. He's got the Elvis Presley thing going on. But you're my number one fan, and we appreciate that. And for the last 6 months, all he's done was what has he talked about?
Coming on the podcast.
Yeah, when am I coming on the podcast? When am I coming on the podcast? When am I coming on the podcast? This is your big moment to shine, Elvis. Mm-hmm. Very good. Yeah, you know, Elvis, we went to Graceland. How long ago was that? 2 years. Oh, pre-pandemic. 4 years ago, I guess we went to Graceland, right? It was 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
It was more like six or seven.
Is this how it feels when you get older?
It does. Time goes fast.
I don't remember. It was that long ago. Wow, I guess it's been that time. Graceland was so phenomenal. I told you I wanted to take you.
Yeah, it's a great place.
It is absolutely a gorgeous history of Elvis. Elvis lived such a great life. There's no question about it.
Mm-hmm. He had a lot of stuff.
He had a lot of stuff. Isn't that a common theme when it comes to my business?
Yeah.
He have a lot of stuff. He did have a lot of stuff. What was cool is he had they had all his gold records around. As a matter of fact, the house was basically how it was back in the 1970s. Yep. You know, they had, what was it called? What is the jungle room?
The jungle room, yeah.
We saw the jungle room. We were in the jungle room.
There. Yep.
We were in the jungle room. They had downstairs. He had this whole like studio and like state of the art TVs for like the 1970s. Right? It was kind of really cool. Yeah. And then they switched it to like a museum, and it wasn't the same because I went twice, and I think when you guys came, it was kind of more like a museum. But the first time that I went and saw it, it was much more. It was just better, you know. It was more intimate versus now behind glass and stuff like that. But with this setup here, listen, we could have Elvis the Marrier. You know, like you go to Las Vegas and you have the Elvis impersonators that are performing marriages. Has anybody ever asked you to perform their marriage as Elvis?
Never happened.
Never happened.
No.
What was the strangest thing they ever asked you to do when you had to perform a wedding? For those of you who don't know, my father's been a minister for 53 years now, I guess.
54 years.
54 years.
Did a lot of weddings in those years. I used to do 70 or 80 weddings a year and 50 funerals a year, plus the church job.
Right.
Married a lot of people. One of one of my wonderful weddings was doing it on the beach at Seaside at 6 o'clock in the morning because they wanted to do it when the sun came up.
Right.
So I had to drive down from here. I had to get up at 3 in the morning and go down to Parkway, park my car by their bungalows, stand on the beach in the utter darkness. I couldn't see my book. It's a good thing I knew the liturgy by heart. And when I got to the vows, sure enough, the sun came up and everybody clapped. There were like 200 people in beach chairs, and they were happily married. They were probably the happiest people ever lived on the planet because I married them.
There you go.
Yeah.
But nobody asked you to ever dress up like that, huh?
Well, I did one where they wanted to wear overalls, and they played dueling banjos as they walked down the aisle.
Right.
And they wanted to be put overalls on. I said, no, this is where I draw the line. I'm wearing my robe or my suit. I went up with the overall. They had a big stack of overalls for everybody.
Right.
And they had animals around and everything. It was like a country western wedding.
Okay.
That was cool.
Cool.
Never asked me to be Elvis. They asked me to sing, but I didn't like to do two things. I either want to be the efficient or whatever. But although sometimes when I preach, I get into a couple
I'm
songs.
going to say that lately, it's always a combo of a sermon bursting into song, and then going back into the sermon. Right?
And I was a real Elvis fan back in the 50s. I have original albums of Elvis Presley.
Right.
He was like an idol because I grew up. I was born in '46. And saw some of his movies. I remember seeing Love Me Tender in the Rivoli in New Brunswick with my mother.
Right.
And when Elvis appeared on the screen, all the girls went crazy. They were screaming in the Rivoli Theater. It's a great movie, Love Me Tender.
Right. So what I remember growing up, like when I was actually younger than you guys, but he would always have Elvis blaring in his office. Maybe I blared it, but I remember
I did that.
Yes.
Oh,
well, you did that too.
Well, maybe it was me blaring it because I didn't remember. But he would have his record player going. It would be all Elvis Presley songs. That's
probably true.
We had that record set. It was like 13 albums or 12 albums. They were all different colors, like
that's
pink,
true.
blue,
I
black.
still have that. I have two copies.
It was
of
like the best of Elvis or
That's
something.
true.
Right? It's like
That's
13
true.
albums or something like that.
Well, I remember when you were a real little kid, about this high, you had an Elvis Presley mask, and you used to put it on and have a stereo playing, and you used to go in the other room and have Dust Back There Zarathustra play, and then you'd come out and start dancing around and pretending you were singing with the music blaring, and you were only about 6 or 7 years old.
So Zabba's two-stick, what'd you call it?
Zarathustra.
Do you know what Zarathustra is?
No
you
idea.
ever see 2001 Odyssey?
Dun, dun,
Another film I've never seen.
That's all right, Mama. That's all right with me.
Yeah, that's right. That's all right, Mama.
That's all right, Mama.
That's all right. That's all right. That's what we used to do. That's true. And I come run out like a maniac and be all nutty.
What you guys just witnessed was the shared, collective, singular brain cell moment.
Yes, yes, it was a fantastic moment. But that's how Elvis would come on stage every performance.
That's right. That's right.
And I came out at 6 years old every performance. Maybe I should start doing this at the auction. You know, I've always been trying to do a theme song. I tried the Eye of the Tiger because I thought maybe like Hulk Hogan. You know, he would have the Eye of the Tiger
that's a
coming
good one.
down.
That would have been good.
You know, before the auction. You know who Hulk Hogan is, right?
Of course I do.
Oh, thank God. You know who Hulk Hogan is, right, Elvis?
Yeah.
All right, so very good. So I always wanted to as a matter of fact, a couple auctions I have played that in the beginning. You know, I've tried to play it out where it's the Eye of the Tiger, and then we go into bidding. But maybe I should start doing
That's
the
a good idea.
2001.
Adds to the enthusiasm and the emotion.
Exactly. But yeah, no, that was what I did. What did you do as a kid? Did you get around? Did you, without me looking, did you dance like in your underwear, like to 2001?
No.
No. What do you mean?
No, I did not do that. No, but I remember you used to play Elvis in the office when you did the auction paperwork.
Did I really?
All the time. Oh yeah, all the time.
I get on kicks. That was a kick. I would play Elvis music. Hamilton was another big one for a while.
You used to play Hamilton, the musical upstairs.
That's when you knew I was doing bookwork. But after the auction, you know, you think about the auction being a long progress, but you know, after the auction, doing paperwork, and back then, that was when it was a live auction. And we would have 120 consigners in auction, 4,000 lots that I'd have to go through, and you would go through the whole sale and make sure everything was paid right, print out 130 checks, sign them all. That was like a 6-hour process, 8-hour process, and I'd be up there. You're right. I remember
the printer just kept going all day. The old printers.
The old printer,
had.
yes.
Yeah,
the old CME printer, which I still have. The 9-pin.
Up there,
I still have that old 9-pin printer that you can't get any ink for, but it prints my checks. You know, it's what a dot matrix. You know,
everything was done by hand when he first started. Everything was written down, and then we had to run the list of who bought what to the clerks, and then they would have to break it down into little tickets and put it into little shelves. Remember all that?
That was back before computers.
That
and we ran
was
the
a
auction.
lot of paperwork.
It is true. Before that, everything was a handwritten situation. We would handwrite everything, go into like little cubby holes, and when you checked out, you have to flip through it. And then when I paid people out, I have to take all these they're like little index cards, half a size of an index card, and you would tally them all up, and then that's how you paid people. And then I kept a sheet for myself and everything else. That goes back. And we had someone at the auction, they would just, it was probably you.
I was running it.
I was going to say, somebody was running it. It was probably you.
I was a runner. You know, I would take it from the clerk that wrote it down to the main office and make about 2,000 trips in the course of an auction.
That's about right, yeah.
That's how I kept my weight down that way.
What do you remember as your first auction experience?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that.
Well,
you got to remember something.
Well, what do you mean? Like being there or doing work?
Well, let's start with the first thing that you remember. You went, holy shit, my father's an auctioneer. This is fantastic. When was the first time you thought that? How wonderful he was.
No.
You used to come after school, remember? And you'd go and help. You used to help. I used to drive you there. I used to pick you up at school.
We used to stop at Boston Market. Remember that?
Boston Market gets a higher
We used to go to
remembrance of
Boston
what
Market.
happened at the auction.
But you used to help, didn't you? You used to help move the things.
Yeah. Me and Joey, we helped after, helping people get their stuff into their car.
Right.
Yeah, we did do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it. So so beyond that, what do you recall when we were a live auction? Like, what's your biggest remembrance of being at the Expo Center?
Scooters.
Riding.
You used to ride the scooter around.
And
Scooters
stealing
were
my
fun.
brother's
That was a lot of
hoverboard.
fun. I remember
Stealing the hoverboard.
because you had so much room there.
Oh, you know,
Huge. That place was fun.
I don't disagree. So, you know what's funny? So, this is a generational thing, too. So, when I was a young kid, Dad would bring me to, or your grandfather, I should say, or whatever. Dad would bring me to church, and I would play with cars on the altar, or I would pretend I'm playing the organ. I
This
actually
is true.
I might turn the organ on and play the organ. I don't know. It's quite possible.
I used to carry a
Don't tell
briefcase.
Snooki that, though. But
The briefcase was filled with toys. So
Right.
everybody thought I had all papers in it. I'd open it up and all his toys were in the briefcase. And then he'd play no matter where we went.
no, that's
Sometimes
true.
we went to City Hall, to meetings,
Right.
a church service, a worship service.
Right.
And that you'd have all your toys and you were a little guy, but you'd be well behaved.
See that? I
Elvis,
was
he did-
well
he did good.
behaved. I was well behaved. You got that?
Yeah.
I don't know about you two. Now you guys are well behaved. You guys are very good. But I had Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars, and I'd be playing there. But then I would pretend that I was playing the organ. I probably pretended I was preaching too, if I remember correctly.
You probably did.
Probably did.
And singing. You were probably singing.
I was probably singing. You're absolutely right.
You sang
about
that song, "You Saw Me Crying in the Chapel." Do you know that song, Elvis? Yeah, I remember when you recorded it. I think Priscilla helped you with that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you remember? So this is a great story. So back at the building, being when we were at the Expo Center, you guys grew up. It was fantastic at the Expo Center with you guys because you've seen so many behind the scenes things that most people wouldn't see. But what was great when nothing was happening, we were in the building. We basically had 120,000 square feet there, and we'd be utilizing maybe 30,000, and you guys would have hoverboards and these electric scooters that go driving around the whole building, going around, right?
Yeah.
I know it used to be a great time
was
doing
fun.
that because you really needed a bike to get around that building.
Yeah, and sometimes
it
we
was
would. We had the bikes, and we would go around the building with the bikes.
Right.
Sometimes if there was nothing going on, like the big halls and stuff.
Right.
It was really fun.
And then like when other shows were coming in and out, you kind of got to see the inner outs of how shows kind of worked.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what do you remember? Do you remember any of the shows?
Car show, the pet show, and
The pet show, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and all those.
Remember the circus?
Yeah, I do remember.
There was a circus?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Not sure.
To it.
You were
Oh,
there.
I did. Well, yes, I do
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
it.
The
we
circus
sat
was
in
loud
it.
as shit.
Yeah, that's right.
And that went on for a straight week.
That was fun.
That
It did.
was-
we were fun for a
Not only
week.
did we get to see the circus, we got to see it 10 times.
Yeah.
We got the 2 o'clock show, the 6 o'clock
Just go
show,
through
the
the
10
curtain. I
o'clock
remember
show.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the pet show, you were able to go in a cage with a wolf. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They let you go in the cage and pet the wolf.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you guys do it?
I didn't do it. No.
I don't think we did.
I'm Hungarian. I stay away from woofs. I knew this guy. He changed it to a woof.
That's very true.
It was very frightening.
But so you do remember those things, and I remember like some of the biggest shows that came through there were just crazy. I mean, like when Tony Robbins came to the building,
Yeah.
it was unbelievable amount of tents that were outside. Besides the building, they put up these big circus tents around the building. It was nuts. Do you remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, the
That
whole
was
place was
Hallmark had a show there. Remember? Then they actually did a scene from one of their shows.
Right.
Everybody wanted tickets for that. People that when I used to pick you up at school were asking me if I get them tickets, and I thought they had.
you serious?
I thought it was Hallmark cards. I said, "Oh, sure, I'll get you tickets." I didn't realize it was a television show, Hallmark.
That was a big
Yeah.
show they put on there.
That was a big show. You could not get tickets.
No, that was one where you could not get tickets. We got tickets to everything because we were on the end.
Yeah.
No matter what it was, we could get in the
it
door.
worked
That's a
out
great
pretty well.
place. The train shows were
Yeah,
good
we did
there.
the train
Yeah.
show.
The jacuzzi shows. I remember the jacuzzi shows. They came
Yeah.
in with all these
Chocolate
jacuzzis.
show? There was a chocolate show too.
Yeah,
Chocolate,
that's another
food
hard one
show.
to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we went there and it was Jurassic World.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was it was like a
Yeah.
dinosaur.
It was a dive dinosaur show, right? It was like ghetto. It was
Yeah.
so ghetto, right?
Yeah.
And it was like they had. It was. I mean,
was.
it was like they had a jumpy house and some guy in a dinosaur costume, and it was like $100
Yeah,
to
it was
get in.
$100 to get
I'll
in.
never forget. We get in for free, and we're walking around going, if I had to pay $300 for the three of us to get in here, that's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely
It was
robbery.
like animatronic dinosaurs, I think.
But they
it
weren't
was.
even
But they
really
weren't even-
animatronic.
Yeah, they just kind of they were
The
just
Gem
kinda
Show
there.
was good. I liked the Gem.
That was cool.
Yeah, the Gem
That
Show
was
was
cool.
a good
I don't
show.
remember that, do you?
Yeah, and then the reptile show too. Remember the reptile show?
I remember the reptile show because afterwards there was like spiders and everything crawling around, and there was rats and shit that they left behind. Remember they had frozen rats there for to feed
yeah,
your
to feed
snake.
the snakes. Yeah, they
Nuts.
did have that.
But yeah, so you got to see a lot of backstage stuff. So the first auction, the first auction that you ever worked, do you remember that?
I think so.
What happened?
A lot.
Like what?
You auctioneered.
I auctioneered, and how did I do? And was I auctioneering good or bad?
Good. You always auctioneer good.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And so, were you a runner? Were you a schlopper? Did you like
what? A what?
A schlepper? Not a schlopper,
What
but a
is that?
schlepper.
What the heck is that?
Yeah, what is
Schlepper.
Yeah, schlepping furniture, moving stuff,
Oh, you were
carrying
moving stuff. I remember seeing you riding on the top of a big thing with all the stuff piled on it, and you were on the top, and they were pushing you around.
Well, that ain't working. What are you doing?
I remember that.
I paid you to go whopping around on a cart.
And riding around with
Yeah.
scooters and
Wow,
things.
I don't remember this. I think I should get my money back. No. So what's the first thing that you remember when working?
running.
Running.
You were a runner.
Running and
Yep.
yeah.
And what auction was that? I can't remember.
Well,
You probably
there was-
helped out in the main sale, as if I would
do
remember.
a little bit here and there, kind of like less than Joey, but
Right.
like a lot. I don't know. There's a news article though of me and you, and it's like Joe Bodnar, and his son Matt, and it was at the Patriots. And I was like, I looked away. I was looking at myself on the Jumbotron or something.
Probably when you guys did.
We went
It was
to a
29
Patriots
It was
game.
2019.
Where did you see this?
A news article. I don't know.
What, you found this online?
Yeah.
Imagine you're searching and you find
Didn't
yourself
we-
online.
we used to go to the Patriots game, right?
Yes,
we were
we
in a
used to go-
box.
yes.
And-
Yeah.
yeah, you remember that.
I remember that.
That was fun.
Yeah.
You know, Patriots was good. So we definitely did some benefit auctions at the Patriots where there again you got to see the inner workings of the
Yeah.
stadium. I don't remember if you guys came behind this.
I think we.
Well, you
I
came
did.
behind the thing, yeah.
I did.
Which
too.
one of
Yeah.
you had to run the bases?
Me.
That was
That was
Well, I
me.
remember that with
Yeah.
the mascot, right? And you were out there on the running in the
I would
bases.
always run the.
He was out there a
bases.
couple times.
That was
He
cool.
Did that a
You
couple
did it a
times,
couple.
yeah.
I remember
Well,
that.
now with my new mascot, we could run the bases around here because we not got the what's his name, Gavelton. We have the Gavelton.
Who's Gavelton?
Gavelton's
That
our new
was fun. That
mascot.
was
The
fun when you did
bear.
it.
Gavelton the bear.
We have a new mascot?
Yeah, check him out. Wasn't he
my
cool?
God, that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, right. He is awesome.
That looks like Freddy Fazbear.
It
does.
I guess a little bit, but not. I think
really
he's cool.
cool.
He's
Look,
Gavelton.
the animated version of Freddy Fazbear, he looks like that.
A little bit, I guess so. Debbie Downer.
It looks good. It looks good.
Got it. No, I understand. It's. I think it's pretty cool. And then we got a gangster one that comes and collects that.
You have a gangster one?
Yeah. See.
Oh, that one's cool.
That's the gangster guy. And if you don't
cool.
pay your bill, we send Gavelton the gangster. In the Lincoln. In the Lincoln. Yes, exactly. We send them in the Lincoln. Speaking of, we just had a great experience. My father gave me his Lincoln. God, I don't know. How long ago did you give me that?
It's got to
car?
be like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
You're sounding like me. I think it was like 20 years ago. It's
20
10 years
years.
It's
ago.
when I bought the Impala.
I think 10 years ago.
10 years ago
Yeah,
already?
because I was driving it on house calls before.
I wasn't 3 though.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, it's been a while. But anyway, we have a 96 Lincoln Town Car. Am I right? Is that
Yes,
the right year?
96.
Lincoln Town Car.
And we, I have a spot in Somerville at Elysium Antique Center in Somerville. And Friday we went down there, and instead of taking the truck, I only had the 2 tubs worth of stuff. We packed it into Lincoln, and they have a classic car show.
Yeah.
We have a classic car show, and we took the Lincoln and showed it at the show. And we get out of the car,
Yeah.
and what happened?
We brought the stuff in. we brought the stuff in.
Yes.
Then we went out, looked at all the cars. There were nice cars there. There was the DeLorean.
Yeah, he wants a DeLorean.
I want a DeLorean.
Well, what was great though, when we got out of the car, this one guy went nuts.
Yeah.
We parked and already somebody came up and asked us
yeah.
oh, that's a great car. Oh my God, that's awesome.
He recognized it from the movie I did.
That's right, because it has been in the movie. We could have said that. We didn't say it was in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, know, they could have said this is a movie used car.
It is a movie
I
used
forgot
car.
about that. Yeah, we could have said that. We definitely could have. But the guy went absolutely nuts. I think you would have been happy that your car.
The car was in a movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, what kind of movie? Oh, yeah, you told me that. Was it a mafia movie?
They put some non-believer in the trunk.
Really? Well, that's what it's a nice big trunk there. Automatically closes, too. You don't have to close
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it does do
Exactly.
That car has all great features.
You don't get your hands dirty.
Discovered that on the day.
Yeah, it does. It does close by itself. You can't try to slam it; it won't work. You have
And
to
the
like.
spare tire even has a hubcap on it.
Boom.
Huh?
Even the spare tire has a hubcap or a wheel cover.
Right, right.
Yeah, the car's great. It's a great car.
But yeah, so we went there. We showed the car, which I thought was funny because you were so nervous, like we were gonna get in trouble.
Well, yeah, because I thought it was gonna get towed.
You thought it was gonna get
Why?
towed.
Yeah. Well, he parked in the middle of.
Well, first off, I do a U-turn in the middle of town. A U-turn in the middle of town.
This is in Somerville?
Yes.
Yeah. First, I do a legal U-turn, but I acted like I was making a left turn, and then I U-turned it.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
still illegal.
But
It's still illegal. Yes.
Still illegal.
I guess so. So we go and show the car, and it was part what? Because I was a little over the white line. Is that what you're
Well,
talking
you
about?
were over the line.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to back into the antique car behind me
You didn't pay for parking either. So
because you didn't have to
you
pay
didn't
for
have
parking
to.
because you're an antique
yeah,
car.
yeah.
You looked at the meter.
The meter
and
was.
said-
You
the
can't
meter-
beat the meter system, no matter what they get you.
You
in
have to
those
put
kind of
money in the
towns.
meter for a car show?
No,
guess not.
it was
Yeah,
free.
it was free.
He thought I had to put money in the meter,
Yeah, I would say.
so you were getting worried that like it was gonna get
I
towed.
didn't want it to get towed.
I mean-
what would happen if
If it got towed, I
yeah.
called my dad.
Yeah, call me. I'll take care of it.
I'd be like, "Dad, come pick us up." Yeah, that happened.
did that happen?
Well, it happened where me and your mom, we were in New York City.
Yeah.
You talking
You were
about
there.
went that day.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And we went to
That's
New
the
York
worst.
City and we went walking around and I park in New York City and I go to some street vendors right there and I go, "It's okay, I park here." He goes, "Yeah, okay, great." Park there. We left. Come back like 6 hours later and this is
Gone.
Christmas time. The car's gone.
Car was gone.
God, totally gone. What
I'm freaking out on the side on the side of the street there too. Remember that?
You were like, Was Maddie
That's
even
gotta be
alive?
upsetting. Were you there
Yeah.
for that?
Was he
in a
alive? He was in a
stroller.
stroller.
He was in a stroller.
Yeah, you were in a
Yeah.
stroller. You were like 1 year
Oh, in a
old because
stroller.
He was young.
Yeah, you were young, man.
Yeah,
You're
and
like
we
maybe
went there-
8 months old. Actually, you might only been a couple months old. I can't imagine taking him out a couple months old. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we went there for my birthday. I think it was.
It was for your birthday.
Yeah, isn't there a picture on your desk?
On my desk?
Is there on your desk?
I don't know of that New York City trip.
Yeah.
I highly
might be.
doubt it because that's from my past life and this is my new life, and I don't have anything from the past life. No, what? Just not in a bad way. I'm getting a mouthful over there. At any rate, what I recall is we parked, we came back, car gone. You lose your shit.
Yeah,
You-
I did.
You got upset.
You're like, how old were you? You were probably
Who
8.
knows? Yeah,
If he was in a stroller.
talking-
9.
You're 9
I
years
was in
old.
elementary
You're
school. I was in elementary school.
Yeah, 9 years old.
You're 8 years older than me.
Yeah, so he was 9 and
How
you were
about
1, and he goes berserk, and I go, everybody
I don't blame
calm down. Then you know how hard it is to
And
figure
the car
out.
was at the other end of New York, right?
Yeah. Well, first off, you got to figure out where did they. First off, I thought it got stolen. That was step one. Then I realized, I'm an idiot. I parked in a spot, and it's so convoluted in New York City. It says parking on the left would start, we'll start aside, but that could be suspended, and 2 through 3, but no commercial here. No matter when I go into New York City, whether it's personal like we did, or I go on a house contents pickup, I get a ticket. I constantly get a ticket. I always get a
The
ticket.
last few pickups you had in
I had
New
a
York,
ticket.
you had a ticket.
Oh,
every
West
single
New York,
time.
I got a ticket every time I went. That was West New York. That wasn't even New York, but West New York, I got 4 tickets on that pickup. Yeah. 4 tickets. That was this past year. I had 4 tickets. But anyway, we go there and they tow it. Then I got a call, and you got to find it. Then you got to find out where it was, and it was like we were up by Rockefeller Center, and it was all the way down by the ship depot there. So you had to go down to like 20th Street right? So we taxi ride over there, figured that out, wait in a line. It was like, I don't know, $400. It was pretty expensive. It was like $200, $250 to tow it, plus $150 parking ticket. And you can't get it out unless you show your driver's license and registration. So if you ever watched the TV show Parking Wars, have you ever seen the show Parking
I've
Wars?
never seen it.
Hey, you watched it because we have it on here.
Yeah.
It was like Parking Wars, man. These people have no patience. They don't give a shit. They're like, license, registration. You don't have it. Too bad. When you get out, you need your license, which I had. You need registration, which I did.
It was in the car, right?
The registration was definitely expired.
Oh,
Only
boy.
expired by about 30 days, and I had the new one, but it was home. It wasn't there,
Oh, boy.
And they show you need to have proof of insurance. So I'm sweating it out that they're not looking at it, and they missed it, and I got through it. I went, thank God, man, because I'm going, I know the registration is no good. And then we went home, and I was like, man, I'll never take the train in from now on.
I was going to say, after that, we hadn't taken the car in forever.
What'd you do? Take a taxi down there?
Yeah.
With the stroller and everything, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was
Yeah,
good.
we did take a taxi with a stroller.
And it's a good reason not to leave your registration in the glove compartment, or they let you get in your glove compartment?
They that's a very good question. I can't remember.
Yeah, whatever.
I can't remember, but I
Nothing
know
like
if
being
you,
stranded in New York.
if you
right?
watch Parking Wars, it's like that though. Like they will have you go out to your car and get it, and then come back
I
out.
see. All right.
Something of that nature. But and then parking tickets, man. Every time I go to New York, you just double park and you take the ticket. Right? That's what I
That's
tell
the
you.
only thing you can do.
Especially with a truck and trailer. There's no option, because when we do a pickup in New York City, I got my dually pickup, which is huge.
Yeah.
Normally I have a trailer on the back, which makes me double the amount. So anywhere I go, you have to double park, and the way the city is these days, you just get a ticket. It's just the way it is.
It's like that in Philly too.
Yeah, Philly's no different.
Yeah.
I've parked in Philly that way too.
I had a group of friends who went for the state penitentiary haunted house that they do.
Right.
And they went late at night, and they're all terrified. They leave the penitentiary, scared shitless, and then they go back to the parking lot, and every single one of their cars was gone.
I believe it, man.
The
Oh.
whole lot got towed.
I know the whole
The
lot.
whole lot got towed?
whole
My
lot
goodness.
got towed because apparently they didn't pay the fee or something to allow them to put cars there.
Wow.
And they didn't cover it. So they had to go there, and they didn't get home until
It's terrible.
late.
It's terrible, man. It's a terrible situation when you lose your vehicle.
That's why if I was in the same situation as you and the kid was freaking out, I would have been like, "Oh, he's uptown getting a drink. We're gonna go meet him there. I'll trick the kid."
As a matter of fact, to be quite honest with you, with the registration, I might have used you as a pawn to get out of the registration and say my son is freaking out and da 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 da. I pulled the autistic card.
Autistic card.
Yeah, I think I did. I might have. I really might have done that.
It's possible.
It's quite possible, man. Yeah, I think I did. To be honest, now it's coming back to me.
It's possible.
Yes. So
I wouldn't blame you.
what?
I don't blame you. It's not. That was not fun. That was not fun.
No, it's never fun to have something you gone.
No.
The parking ticket, whatever. I don't want a speeding ticket either, you know. But I don't get speeding tickets. I haven't had a
You
speeding
have
ticket
not had
in
a
years.
speeding ticket in a while. I remember we got pulled over in the Lincoln. Remember that?
And we did get pulled over in the Lincoln.
Yeah, what we were we were going on our dentist. We were going for a dentist, and
We were late.
Okay, we were late, and you were like,
I was doing 60 and a 35, I think it was. Yeah, something like that. And the cop
Yeah,
pulled
there's two cops on the road, and of course,
there was like four behind.
There was like three cops behind us, something like that. Yeah,
and then
it was local here in South Brunswick. Yes,
they let us off with a warning.
I got a warning because I had a PBA card. Yes, I got a get out of jail card free, and I was so aggravated because I was late. I was like, I got to get these kids to the dentist. I'm gonna be late, you know. And you guys freaked out. There's another time you guys freaked out. You're in the back freaking out that I'm pulled over.
There's three cop cars behind us.
I got three kids in the car, and they're yeah, I did. I mean, be cool. But I think the best story I have with the police is when I borrowed your truck.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I drive down
the shore,
down to Tuckerton, and it's late at night, and I get pulled over for doing there again, probably about 60 and a 35, and cop gets out. And I have your truck, and I give him all information. I thought for sure I was going to get a ticket, and he comes back, and he goes, just slow it down, Reverend Bodnar, and gave it back to me. And it was because it had Reverend Bodnar on his registration, and they thought I was a minister. And I got off, and I was so happy. I'm like, that was the best thing that ever happened. That was great.
You should have said, "Peace, my son."
Yeah. It did.
For next time.
Yeah.
Back to speeding.
Now I got off. Now I believe, didn't you get pulled over in New Brunswick and they gave you a ticket even though they knew you were a minister?
No.
Or did he get off? I don't remember.
They're pretty good to me, actually.
Right.
I had a police officer behind me in New Brunswick. I didn't know it, but I was going through every stop sign. He pulled me over. And he said, "Do you realize you just went through about 6 stop signs?" And I said, "Well, I'm born and raised in New Brunswick. I've lived there my whole life. I do that all the time." He said, "Well, try to stop for a few of them." And he let me go. And another time I didn't get a ticket because he said to me, "Are you Bodnar's liquor store?"
Right.
And I said, "No, that's a cousin of mine." He said, "Well, okay, we'll try not to do what you did." Anymore.
Right.
I get off a lot. When you get old, they let you go. They go, "Sorry for you," I guess. Yeah, you get treated differently when you're old.
I guess so. I don't know. When I was young, they were like dragging me out of the car, wanting to kick my ass behind somebody's house, you know, which is a true story too. I did have that happen when I was like 17, 18.
Yeah.
I've only had one
maniac.
police officer who was kind of rude, but other than that, they've all been very nice to me.
Right. Yeah, right. I don't disagree. I know you worked for me for a while.
I did.
And did you like it?
I did.
And now you're off to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
My father, he worked for me for a while. He didn't really work. He helped. I owe you about $200,000, but go ahead.
I worked for free.
He worked for free.
In fact, it cost me money to work there.
It did cost him.
I couldn't afford to work there anymore.
Yes. And but you loved every minute of it.
I loved it. It was ecstasy.
Exactly.
It was like the third heaven when Paul.
So, what is your intent? You've been bugging me a lot that you want to work and you want to work and you want to work. So, what's your thought? Are you gonna move forward into the auction business or what?
I think so.
And I know you've been talking about you want to auctioneer, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
Have you been practicing like we discussed?
Yes.
Are you prepared to debut your auctioneering skills? And
When?
right now?
Right now.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
I cannot.
Why not? I think you can.
Oh, I haven't had a lot of practice.
All you have to do is think of it in Elvis turn. You go, hey, everybody, $20, 20, 20, 20. No, you're not ready?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Use the intro rap that I made.
As a matter of fact, I was going to say, in our hot tub talk, hot tub talk. That's our when we're in the hot tub every night. We have our hot tub talk.
Yeah. So
We said we're going to have a podcast called Hot Tub Talk. But
Yeah.
I know it doesn't sound great, right? Yeah, my three sons. Yeah. Anyway, but go ahead. What?
What?
So I taught you. I was like, if you really want to practice, you need to practice 10s and 15 and 20 and 5 and up to 100, and then do it backwards and stuff like that. And you said I've been practicing, and you actually auctioneered outside, and I thought you did good. So I was.
When did I do that?
You did it that night. We discussed it. You were like, yeah, I could do it. 20 get up by 5 and a 30 and a 40.
I wasn't there for that.
Well, it wasn't like that.
It
but
was.
It was?
Yeah, we
Give
could
us
hear
a sample.
Yeah, give us a sample.
I cannot sample.
I can't do it. I bet you could do it.
I don't know.
I tell you what.
10,
why don't we do
10, 10,
Yeah,
10,
you can go 10.
10, 20.
Give me a 10.
Give me a 10.
Now 20.
Now 20.
Now 20.
Now 20.
Now 30.
Now 30.
Now 40.
Now 40.
You're hired. There it
There
is.
you go.
No,
Elvis.
listen, there's nothing to it. So I think, listen, so you mentally just have to be like, I can
Well,
do
there's like,
this.
there's some, I don't understand it, but there's some numbers that like 100 bit of 110, 100 bit of 110, 110, 110, 100 bit of 110. Like I can do
Hey,
that.
wait a minute.
Right.
He's good.
Like I
100 bit
can
of
do
110.
that.
Look at the talent.
100 bit of 110, 100 bit of 110, 110, 100 bit of
can't do
110.
that.
Yeah.
Can
So
you do
and what's the next
Blah,
one?
blah, blah.
What's the next one?
Yeah. You know how many times I tried to get you to go up and auctioneer, but you would not do it?
No, that wasn't my place. You have your thing, I have my thing.
You're gonna come on, we'll bless you. 120. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thanks for your blessing. 130. Anyway, go ahead. So yeah.
Yeah.
So what numbers are you stuck on?
That's
I'm just
good,
kinda curious.
Matty.
Well, like it's I don't know. Like I will auctioneer.
Okay.
Soon. Hopefully during the summer.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I
great.
will, because you got to teach me the computer work and all that.
Oh, I know you want to learn that. Well, one thing under control.
Yeah,
you gotta get your numbers down first, and then I can teach you how to
Very good.
run the computer. I know that you're itching for that, but so you think what other numbers are you working on?
Well, what?
5,000. I'm trying to get you to auctioneer somewhere. I just wanted to hear. You never auctioneered, have you? Have you ever toyed with auctioneering? No. You don't want to take his job?
No.
Oh, you're supposed to say yes. I want to take his job.
No.
That's how this is in this world. Go ahead. Yeah. What? You don't want to?
No.
No. You enjoy, but
I enjoyed working, obviously.
Right.
But I never got into the auctioneering. I clerked the sales. I clerked some of
you
the sales.
did clerk
I did
the
clerk
sale.
some of the
I
sales.
hate that job.
I like that.
So you like that? That's why you like what you're doing
Well,
now.
that's what- yeah.
Your top secret job that I can't talk
You
about.
cannot talk about it.
Yes. Okay. But but clerking is no different from what you are
What I'm
doing,
doing
right
right
now.
now, yeah.
And
Yeah.
clerking's not an easy job.
It's not easy.
Everybody who came through the auction did not want that job.
No.
We had
It's
right.
stressful.
It's hard. It's
a
hard.
stressful job.
And if you don't know what the clerk is the person who's recording the auctioneer. Everything from and either you're typing it in or like we talked about before, you were handwriting who the buyer number was, a description of the item, and what the lot number is. So basically, you'd be like, you would have to follow with that auctioneer. Lot number 24, someone the dresser 25, get about 30, get about 40, get about 50, get about 50, sold $40, 35. Buyer number 235, lot 15, and you'd have to be so focused in because back at the building we would sell 2 items a minute. Sometimes 3 items a minute, depending upon how. If I got onto a roll and I was angry, it'd be 3 items a minute, 4 items a minute, right? If I got really ticked off,
You get angry?
yes, I guess.
You know what was hard?
What?
Doing the clerking and also doing like
The secondary clerking,
like the
Basically.
taking the bids on the online.
right?
Doing that and clerking at the same time.
Oh,
'cause
that
you
is
gotta,
hard.
You
Yeah.
gotta write your description, the
Yep.
lot that
Yep.
that's being sold. then you got to put how
That's
much
all
it sold
changed
for.
now.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. Yeah, no. So what you're talking about, yes, we used to have it where I was auctioneering. I was not even, I guess I was running a platform, but we used to have 2 platforms. I was on Live Auctioneers. You were on, the other person would be on Invaluable. And whoever was typing in the Invaluable would also have to then go to our CME program, which was our in-house program. You would have to take the online bids and then also type in to this other computer the same thing. So you were doing it twice on 2 platforms. Yes. And now everything's done in my computer, all in the same.
How the heck do you do that?
Because we can upload the catalog to our program within BidSpirit, and it's all in one program.
It's all in one. So it's
Everything.
taking all the bids from every single.
It takes bids from all. So I don't need a second clerk, and I don't need a third clerk doing the in-house. Everything's done on my computer.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's something that happened after I left. I left. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Technology is taking your job.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no. So I know you were clerking. I think sorting through train auctions was a thrill for you.
I did that too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I helped train Mike with all the train sales and stuff.
Right.
I helped offload a lot of trailers.
You did offload a lot of trailers.
Yeah. That was hard too.
That's hard work. I don't disagree. Like you've done that buggy wuggy work too.
I've done that too. Yeah.
Carried a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. You've laid a lot of line.
I laid a lot of line.
Meaning speaker wire.
Speaker wire. And we did that too. Remember?
We did a lot. We set up a lot of microphones.
A lot of microphones at the Expo Center.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fast. We were fast.
We were fast. We would have all sections done in that day.
Put them all up.
If you had a funeral that day, yes, you were fast.
I was fast. I had to go do the funeral, change my clothes, go do the funeral, come back, change my clothes again.
Yeah. Yes.
You'd come in the morning, and then we'd do the mics and stuff, and then you would leave and then come back.
The
and
story
then we
of
would
my life.
going.
When you were born, I did that.
Yes.
You were being born at St. Peter's Hospital. I did 3 weddings that day.
You did.
I would leave. I come back. Was he born yet? No.
Yeah, no.
I got to do another wedding. I'll see you later.
That is how it went down.
Remember that?
I do remember that. He don't remember that.
What a day! What a day that was.
Yeah, no, I do remember that waiting. You were a 24-hour labor baby, and then they decided to cut you out.
Oh gosh!
Yeah,
and I was cut out. Right, I was the same way.
Cesarean,
I was cut out of the mother.
The doctor asked me what he should do. I said, I don't know, just get him out of there.
You were cut out of your mother too.
The doctor came to you and asked you, "What should we do?" And you said,
I said, get him out of there. How you do it? Just get him out. And sure enough, he came out. He had a little hammer in his hand. He was going 10, 10, 20, 20.
See, I was born with the gavel.
The gavel.
Yes, I was Gavelton.
Gavelton.
Yes, I was the original Gavelton popping out.
You never forget that moment when they bring him out. You'll see him for the first time. You go, oh my God, there he is.
There's a video of that for you.
What?
Yeah.
Of what?
Of you taking your first breath.
Oh, really?
What?
When he was born?
Yeah, when you were born. You ask Mom. It's there at the house.
How about that?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Absolutely. When you came out, I had the video camera because you had the video camera. And you got beat. You were the 3rd child. There's no video of you.
I wasn't there.
Sorry.
I was in the hallway.
It happens. Actually, well, yours was a little bit different. Mom was having some complications. They wouldn't let me in the room. So
was he born in St. Peter's also?
No, he was born in Princeton. Yeah, Princeton.
Yeah. The hospital's not even there anymore.
No, I guess it's not. No, because now it's the bigger hospital on Route 1.
Route 1.
Yeah. But you had, there's video of you coming out. You had these blue eyes.
Oh, wow.
You looked at me, you're like,
oh, Dad.
You really were. It's a real moment. It's a real moment. There's an absolute video of you being born.
I remember we used to do the home videos, but I don't remember that video.
Yes, I haven't seen them in years, but it's on those little
the VHS tapes.
They're not even VHS tapes; they're little cassettes. So I always wanted a disc player. You know, they for a couple of years they had a disc where you actually put the CD in and it would burn it, and it never worked. I just found out you still have VHS tapes of your sermons that I was
the whole year
that I was taping.
You took it for a year.
Wow!
Every sermon for a year from the balcony. I do have that.
Right.
I remember those. I think you showed me some of those.
You have? You watched it?
I think
VCR.
So.
It's a VCR tape.
Yeah.
Did I zoom in and zoom out? Did I do commentary?
I don't know.
I probably am singing
Well,
really
that's
loud.
another thing I used to do at the auction is take all the video cameras. We had
Yes.
like 5 video cameras, and
my
I would have to
God.
remember to go change the videotape VCR every 2 hours. It's a very complicated thing I
We
did.
So remember those big video cameras, the VHS suckers?
We had at least 5 of them.
Yeah.
We had 5 of them going. Every auction ring had a VHS, and we used to run 8 hours of tape. So it was like 5 tapes, 6 tapes.
You had to change the tapes every 2 hours or so.
6, 12, 18, 24. There's 36 tapes in auction.
That's right.
I just got rid of a lot of that. I should have kept some of it. Yeah, no, I know.
Well, a lot
I'm
of that
good in
came
the
from the-
I do have some. You know what? I'm gonna get
Center.
I do have some. We should pull up an old video. I haven't watched it in years from VHS and see what it looks
Well,
like.
that was at the Ukrainian Center.
We'll put it in the show. I like that. I have some right in the garage. After this, maybe I'll
Wait, do you
get it.
really have
Yeah,
all those
I
old
do.
VHS tapes? From...
Adult VHS tapes? Is that what you said?
No, all the.
All the VHS
Yes.
tapes.
Oh.
Not all of them. No.
Oh, God, there'd be tons of them.
On what? On the
You're
video
talking about the auction, right?
Yeah, the auction. Yes.
Unbelievable. We had so many.
There was so many. I mean, there was tons. Yeah. I threw a lot out I think when I guess when COVID first hit and we had to convert the warehouse, I got rid of a ton of them because I was like, I haven't looked at it in 15 years, and we needed the room to survive for COVID, and I threw a lot out.
They came in handy when there was a dispute.
Yes, that's what we videotaped.
I'll never forget the
I
day
remember
there was a dispute over somebody hitting somebody else, and the guy kept saying, your worker hit him.
Right.
And we played the videotape, and it was completely wrong. He had started the fight. I'll never forget that.
I remember this from one of the other podcasts. We talked about this.
Yeah, no, we did talk about that. But I used to watch the videotapes a lot to go back to see exactly what was said or the buyer number might have been wrong.
They would say they didn't buy it, or
that was the biggest baloney. We used to get that all the time after every auction. I bid 20, not 5.
Yes.
I bid 30, not 40, and then we go back. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. That's how it was, man.
Yeah.
Everyone say these guys were all slick. All the people who used to come to the auction, I'm telling you, you would have to weed out the people who were trying to whack you. I mean, that was really the deal in some kind of way. But they would any way they could scam you, they try to scam you, and you have to go to the videotape to look at this. So you could be security. Should we send you out to do collections? Is that what you want, or you want to auctioneer?
Yeah, I want to drive the Lincoln.
You want to drive the Lincolns, so you want a gun.
What?
You want a gun?
No.
Everybody likes that car.
Yeah, we'll send you out with a Nerf gun. You had a Nerf gun
He's got enough of them.
obsession.
Oh,
yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. You had a Nerf gun obsession.
Well, it's not an obsession.
No?
I don't know.
It was an obsession.
I don't know if it was an obsession.
Every time I took you to Target, what did you buy?
A Nerf gun.
Yes. And how many do I have in my basement that belong to you? Oh, probably 10.
How many do you have upstairs?
Probably like 20.
Yeah, I think 20
Yeah,
Nerf
it's
guns.
probably-
Yeah,
He loved Nerf
He loves
guns.
Nerf guns.
you know,
They're fun.
And then every so often you'll come in my room and like steal one and we'll have like a Nerf fight.
I'll shoot him.
but the cool Nerf guns never worked right. The ones that like had a 100-round repeater on it.
Yeah.
There was only one that worked pretty good that would shoot them.
The white and black one.
Yeah. That one used to shoot really good.
That one.
A couple times we had a couple Nerf fights
We
here.
had a couple Nerf
We
fights,
was running
yeah.
around the house shooting each other.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Going outside
It is
was
fun.
a lot of fun. We had
when we went outside,
Yeah.
we would always like run around the house.
And the problem with the Nerf guns is, though, you got to pick up all the stupid bullets when you're done, you know?
They were all over the place.
we lost a lot of bullets. The cat would play with them.
Yeah, my cat does that too.
They would play with the bullets. Yeah.
But yeah, you're going to show up with Gavelton in the passenger seat with a Nerf gun. Give me my father's money.
Yeah,
All right. Dressed up as Elvis, too?
probably.
All right. Elvis did some bad guys in some of his movies, right? Was he ever a bad person?
I don't think so.
No, he was always good. He was always the good guy?
He was a boxer.
He was a boxer.
I think that was a Colonel Parker thing.
Yeah, his image.
He didn't want him portrayed as a bad person.
Loving You, he was a singer.
Right.
Yeah, he was exclusively good guys.
I like that.
Well, that's kind of that's a good thing. If like you don't want to like be a bad guy and like lose reputation because you were the bad person in one movie?
I guess so. I don't know. That's got to be hard for actors. Like, imagine if you're such a great actor and you play this bad villain so well that everyone hates you. Who would that be? Danny Cahill?
Danny Trejo.
Who's that?
He's
an actor.
He's this Hispanic actor who appears in everything.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. That kind of looks like a gangster. Like, yeah.
Nicest dude.
Yeah, right. I've seen, but wasn't he really a criminal? Wasn't he in jail?
He was, yeah.
He was in jail. He was a part of a gang or something like that. And then
Acting was his reform.
Yeah, that was his reform. Yeah, no, and you're right. And you would run into somebody like that, and you would think like he's fucked, and then you're like, oh no, he's really a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess you're right. So it's got to be hard to make those decisions. Do you move forward in that kind of light? You know,
Like you were all, like Robert Downey Jr. He was in the Avengers as a good guy of a long time, and now he was playing Doctor Doom.
Right. Man, you're more well versed on Marvel than me. You become I know you like Marvel. I'm more of the Garfield guy, but yes.
Marvel, I like Marvel. I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
The Garfield movie, though?
I like the Garfield movie.
What about
exactly
the newest one?
the one that we went and watched?
Yeah.
I hated it.
I was going to say, you did not like it.
No, I didn't like it. Did you see the new Garfield movie?
He's getting
Best slapstick I've seen in a minute.
It wasn't like classic Garfield.
That's what I'm saying. It was good.
The best part about that. The best part about that is you got an Odie and I got a Garfield, or vice versa. Who did I keep? I kept Odie.
So I got Odie and you got Garfield, and then we swapped, and I got Garfield and you got Odie.
Oh, I see. So I have Odie upstairs in my collection,
I think.
and we got a little bucket. That's the new thing, right?
A bucket
and a stuffed animal.
A $50 popcorn for a bucket.
Well, I recently, I think it was June, like 20 something. It was like the Jaws 50th anniversary.
Right, Jaws 50th anniversary.
That's like one of my favorite movies.
Jaws?
And,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I have in my room. I have like this little like frame of it has like all of the actors on the boat.
Right.
I have a big thing of Quint, and I'm trying what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a big like shark head. I'm gonna like put it up on my wall.
I had a shark head. You remember when I had a shark head?
No.
You had a shark head?
Yeah, I remember I had a shark head, and I had it at grandma's. I had it in the basement. I bought it at auction. I paid $100 for it. It was a taxidermy shark head, and it literally, it wasn't like a frontal. It was kind of like a side view, and it was coming at you.
Okay.
And I had it for $100, and I sold that when I needed money one day, and I think I got $300 for it or
Is
something.
that even
right.
legal to
Wow,
sell?
that was a good
It's
profit.
legal.
That sounds.
What?
Some tax
All right,
illegal.
all right. So, the New Jersey state law, if you'd like to know,
Is
the
it
New
against
Jersey
the
state
law?
law is, if it lives in New Jersey, you can't sell it. So, what's the word I'm looking for? Indigent to?
Indigenous.
Not endangered, but
Indigenous species.
Indigent. Yeah, so if it's indigent to New Jersey, so if the deer lives in New Jersey, you cannot kill it and sell it.
How do you know where it lives?
They can DNA it.
Is that
I
right?
swear to God. So we at the NJSSA.
DNA. So they come
So,
and
like,
DNA the thing, and
They can
they
DNA
give you a
it.
ticket.
Yes, they'll confiscate it. Go ahead. What?
So like if like a deer is from like I don't know.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could kill it and sell it.
Yes. So you can. So as long as it's not indigenous to the state, you can sell it. That's the New Jersey statute.
Isn't
That's
that
the law,
something?
and that's what we learned at the State Society of Auctioneers when we had the Game and Wildlife
That's
out.
something else.
So when it comes to fish, besides endangered, if it's something that's endangered, you can't sell it no matter what, because that federal laws, state law will trump federal law, but the federal law will kick in and you can't sell it if it's endangered. But if it's a squirrel, can't sell it. But if it's a I don't know, a zebra, you can sell it because it's not indigenous to New Jersey.
There you go.
And so now it comes to fish. I don't know what the answer is. So that's going to be a slippery slope, right? Does New Jersey own the ocean there?
Like
Is it if it's swimming?
There are certain sharks in Jersey waters.
Right, there's certain
like-
sharks in Jersey waters.
Migration.
You should know this, Joss fan.
Yeah.
You know where the story comes from.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Rhode Island, right?
No.
No.
Well, the true story was in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joss is based on the
Joss the Jersey.
Why did I think it was Port Island or something? Rhode Island. You're right. It is a New Jersey thing. You're absolutely right. So we can't put Jaws' head out there.
No. Well, but like, there's. I'm assuming.
So let's back up. You can kill it and you can mount it for yourself. That's totally legal. When you go to sell it, you can't sell it. That's what the yeah. So just so you're aware of that. So taxidermy is illegal in the state. So don't get me wrong on that. There's not many people who do that anymore. There's a place in Milltown, which I've been in. They've been trying to sell their stuff for years, but they want too much money for their stuff. But I was in there about 8 years ago. Right. Well, that's true too. But and but so that's how it is. But if you kill it and you put it on your wall because you bought it for yourself, that's fine. It's the reselling of it. You can't resell it if it's indigenous to the state. And they said like a deer, they can DNA it, or a fox and things like that. If you try, you either have to have documentation that it was killed in that state, or they can DNA test it, they said, and tell where it came from, like what group of deer they're from. So that's actually a thing. And as far as fish is concerned, I'm not sure what the legalities of a fish,
I don't know.
I don't know either. I had an eyeball.
Have you talked about the eyeball yet?
I had an eyeball.
No, but there's an eyeball that's probably illegal to sell too.
That's extremely illegal.
A real
there you
eyeball.
have it.
Somebody's eyeball? What kind of
Yeah,
eyeball?
we had an eyeball at the auction once.
It came from
I didn't sell it, though.
It came from a funeral home.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Came from a funeral home.
Yes.
I'm surprised you don't know this story, but maybe I didn't tell you.
I didn't know this story.
It was right on my podium for like a couple days, and
Who bought it?
who bought it?
I wonder who bought that.
I shouldn't. I can't.
I'd like to know
I
who bought
can't confirm or deny if I even sold it. Let's put it that way. But
It didn't
a
happen.
collector of horror flicks would be the person that might collect something like that. But at any rate, it was a human eyeball from a funeral home in the attic.
That's amazing.
Found in the attic.
Found in the attic.
found,
box,
I see.
right? It was in a
I
box.
don't. It was like on a shelf.
Didn't you find it?
It was really.
You did.
I found it. Yeah, I found it up in the attic. I was like, holy smokes!
That
What is
goes
this?
back to the Ukrainian Center.
That goes back a long
That's
time.
a long time ago.
You weren't even born.
No. I remember going and looking at it. It was in a test tube.
Yeah, it was in the test tube.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Was I alive for any of like the Ukrainian sales? I don't know.
You were just born.
You're born.
You came. I remember you coming in a stroller, and you were like, maybe like
Young.
the
Very
first
young.
year that you were born before we moved to the Expo Center. I mean, it was like you're about a year and a half when I moved to the Expo Center, maybe 2. Yeah, so you wouldn't remember the Ukraine Center. Ukraine Center was nuts. I mean, it was massive. But there again, the Expo Center was even crazier. But the sales at the Ukraine Center, I would say, was the prime of the live setting of what we were doing as far as the amount of stuff, the amount of people, the real spectacle of what it was. Right? Wouldn't you agree with that? I knew you might think the Expo Center was, but I think the Ukraine Center was.
I don't know. I think the Expo Center was something else because you had so much going on. You had like 5 auctions going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
He did that at the Ukrainian Center too.
The Ukraine Center, we had more, but we had more people.
That's amazing.
You had
Yeah,
more
no.
people at the Ukrainian Center, you think?
I'm sorry?
You had more people at the Ukrainian
Yes,
Center?
I would venture to say that the Ukraine Center was definitely stronger.
Maybe the
with
location.
people. It was the location that killed everything.
The Raritan Center was way out.
But I felt like it was at the Expo Center. We never really outgrew it because you could just add on space while you're there. We're at the Ukraine Center. We were out. We had so many people that the main sale would be loaded. The outside sale would be loaded. The front sale would be loaded. The jewelry
And you had
room
4
was
going on
crowded.
at the same time, I remember.
Yeah, I mean, there was
the hallway, the back room.
Yep, and
2 in the same room.
2 in the same room, and the amount of people coming in and out, we would easily go through 1,000 registered bidders in one day, 1,200 registered bidders. Heck, back then And I remember some of them sales were generating 175, 250,000 a sale. You know, now we're looking, hey, you do that in a quarter or half a year. You know, but I mean, there were certain sales there that hit. It was always over 100,000. I mean, some sales were bringing 200, 250,000 in a day, and I remember running to the bank making night deposits like 3 times a night. So we didn't have cash on hand. You know, I didn't want cash in the building.
Remember your outdoor furniture sales?
My outdoor furniture sale?
Yeah, you had furniture sales outdoors.
We did. You mean the sale that was outside?
Yeah, the outdoor sale.
That was at the Ukrainian Center?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the outside was filled with furniture. The inside was, box lots and all kinds of other stuff. And then you had the jewelry room.
I remember the outside was a bitch.
Yeah.
I remember having to clean up at the end of the sale.
Yeah.
And then be throwing stuff out, right? How many things passed?
At 3 in the morning.
Yeah, 4 in the morning.
It was amazing.
5 in the morning. Well, that was the other thing. If you look back at the Ukraine Center, the sale would end at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
And I would take everything down.
Yeah, and I wouldn't get home till 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
You guys would be in school. You wouldn't even see me. You don't remember this because you were young.
Sometimes you would come home and I would be getting up to go to school.
Right.
Sometimes, and you would go right to bed. You were in bed in like 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah,
you came home.
see you
You
later.
were. Oh my God.
I was wrecked.
Yeah, you were wrecked. You look. Yeah.
I know. I was definitely wrecked.
Yes.
After those sales, those were wrecked. I remember a couple times driving home, and I fell asleep at a traffic light.
Yep.
You gotta go. You're like, you're like, oh, whoa. That is terrifying, man. That was like 10 in the morning. I'm getting home. That was crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they were rough. Those were rough. I enjoyed it. It was a feat. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
You got-
I remember I worked the Ukrainian center sale. So a
You
couple
did?
times. Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, I guess you did.
One, like twice.
Twice
Yeah,
before we
it
moved
was.
to the Expo Center. I know the video on YouTube. You should all look it up on YouTube. Find Joey Bodnar. You know, you were at the first sale. It was like take your kid to work day.
That was
and
the
you made-
Expo Center.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I kind of remember as you being working. I don't remember you working at the
I was
Ukraine
at the
Center.
Ukrainian Center.
Oh.
I commented on that video.
You commented on that video?
I was like, I'm. Yeah, I was like, I'm his brother, Maddie B.
Is that what you said?
you said?
Yeah,
That's great. That's cool.
yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's been 1 hour.
No, it hasn't.
Elvis, it's been great
Are you
being,
gonna
being
auction
next to you.
Am I gonna auction you?
Yeah, no. So you're gonna. So the goal is by the end of summer, you're gonna call a sale. Well, you don't have to call a sale. You're gonna call 2 minutes of a sale.
2 minutes of this?
Yeah, we'll give you can sell 2 items,
You know,
and we're gonna get this on tape, and we're gonna reel it. That's my
Absolutely.
plan. What do you think?
okay. Well, not by. I'd say midsummer. I'll call it
End of summer. You could do midsummer, but I'm going to put a goal of end of summer.
I said though, July, whenever the Tuesday sale is.
Yeah, that's coming up. The Tuesday, July. Yep.
Yeah, it's coming up. I said I have to like look at.
Got it. So you're going to do some more research and learning into your
Yes.
vocabulary.
You gotta teach me.
I'm going to teach you. I teach you whatever you want. I just go sold.
There you go.
That's all you got to do.
That's only 2 or 3 weeks
hour a
away.
day.
Yeah, that's only 2 weeks away. What?
1 hour a day.
This is how you got better in drumming. All right, I'm going to hold you to it. We could do this. All right.
We gotta make a schedule.
I am all ears for this. We will have an update of the auctioneer to be, the junior Maddie Bodnar. Maddie B. Maddie B is going to be auctioneering. Maddie B. At any rate, it was a pleasure having my whole family here. Mm-hmm. Yes, Mr. Joey Bodnar. Mr. Maddie B.
Thank you very much.
There you go, Mr. Maddie B, a.k.a. Elvis Presley, and the wonderful and only.
Oh, thank you, sir. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. Joe Bodnar Sr.
The original.
The original.
The OG.
The OG. We have the OG, and I'm Joe Bodnar. It's been wonderful. We appreciate it. Make sure you check out all our podcasts on all the various platforms. You have a story you'd like to tell, email us at Bodnar's Bids and Banter Podcast at gmail.com. We want to hear from you. And if you'd like to be on the show, I think come on down. You pay us, we'll put you on the show. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Till next time, have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for watching Bodnars Bid and Banter. Remember, we're here every other week with new episodes, new stories, and wonderful, wonderful times. Make sure you check us out, bodnarsauction.com, YouTube, Facebook, all the different platforms where you watch this podcast or listen to this podcast now. Now, once again, thanks and have a wonderful day.